Chris, thanks for joining us at the Everything Electric conference. You've been president of the Australian Electric Vehicle Association for a few years. You've stepped down.
That's right.
Had enough?
Yes, I've had enough. I've served for 4 years as
Yeah.
president. And of course, it's been the most hectic 4 years of EVs since EVs were invented, I think, in Australia.
Yeah.
So I think we've kicked a lot of goals. We've had a lot of wins, but at some point I have to get back to my day job.
Fair enough. What are the most important things facing like an association like AEVA now? What do you see its role being?
I think we're very much in that consumer advocacy space.
Yeah.
We really need to make sure that the Australian public are exposed to the best information they can about EVs and knowing what their options are, understanding the technology, and just because a car maker or the industry says this is the best thing doesn't mean it necessarily is.
And you can actually go into a dealership now looking for an electric vehicle, and the dealership will probably tell you something completely different and probably guide you over towards the plug-in or the diesel or whatever. So there's a lot of education needs to happen. Yes, yeah.
That's definitely still happening, and I think the rise and eventual fall of plug-in hybrids will sort of show that.
What do you mean by the eventual fall of plug-in hybrids? That sounds like a big prediction.
Yeah, so well, look, Norway has seen the same thing. China has seen the same thing. With the growth of EVs, there is also the growth of plug-in hybrids, but eventually they drop off.
Yeah.
I think that transition technology argument doesn't really stack up anymore. We've got very compelling battery electric vehicles.
I've always said it's a bit like buying a fax machine.
Or it combines the worst of both worlds, right?
Yeah. And there's a few hybrids here though.
Disappointingly so. In fact, I think Nissan's even here with a conventional hybrid,
right? Which
kind of surprised me. In fact, I overheard the sales pitch that it charges itself.
Yes.
Thermodynamics and all.
Yes. Well, maybe the new title of the show should be "Everything Nearly Electric" or something like that. But yeah, I mean, and it's that interest and the plug-in hybrids, and that's just a matter of education. That just comes back to consumer advocacy and education, which is actually really hard to do.
It is, and policy. Like we're pretty active in the policy space as well. We know that with NVES in place, plug-in hybrids,
which is the National Vehicle Emission Standard.
Yes, which will compel manufacturers to bring in cleaner vehicles. They're relying on a testing regime that determines that a plug-in hybrid will have a given grams of CO2 per kilometre. Yeah. And we know that in reality, it's never going to achieve those numbers.
Well, that's exactly. We've seen all those studies. And they sound good, but basically people don't plug them in. Some people do, and some people are very good about it, but the vast majority just don't bother.
And the risk is that there's tens of millions of dollars of credits on the line here, so I think they'll want to check on that pretty soon.
Okay, so just before you go, you're kind of the transport minister for a day. What are you going to do?
Look, I think transport is a big field, and cars are just part of it. Yep. We could change all of our vehicles to electric tomorrow, and we still have only addressed half the problem. I think heavy vehicles, rail, aviation, shipping, it's all got to happen, right down to how we plan our cities and whether we make active transport, a viable option for people. I think that's all got to happen.
We thought we were doing so well, but we've kind of just scratched the surface, haven't we?
Lots of work to do.
Lots of work to do. Chris, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks, Charles.